Alright, hello everyone out there in YouTube land. This is Phoenix Draconis coming with you with another toy review video. Now, this video is being presented by Buddy's Toys and Collectibles here at 2814 Thousand Oaks here in lovely San Antonio, Texas. Now, today's review, we're going to go ahead and focus on Transformers Titans Returns, Decepticon Octone, and his headmaster Murk. Basically, this is an updated version of the triple changer Octane. But for some odd reason, they went ahead and basically redone the the name and everything. But hey, so there he is, and from what you can see, it is a up-to-date version of the triple changer Octane, as I mentioned earlier, and he looks pretty good. Granted, he does have his sealed counterpart in the back. I wish these guys actually had the original G1 triple changers. We could do a side-by-side comparison of what they used to look like back in the day. I may go ahead and just put up some pictures on that, but other than that, it's not bad. He does have his primary weapons. He has that seated weapon, which honestly I just recently discovered that there is a third party out there that's making covers for these seated weapons, so that way they're more solid and actually look like weapons instead of seats, which I think that would do a pretty good thing. So if anyone has a website for something like that, send it to me, so that way you can tell me what's going on here. Anyway, let's go ahead and review the box. I'm going to move Octone out of the way, pull him up. As you can tell, it is a lovely box. You have his he's all safe inside his little plastic bubble there. He's got a picture of him going head on. You have a picture of him, full chest look and everything else. And then you have your obligatory product shots that are computer generated. Now, for those of you that want to go ahead and read his bio, by all means go ahead and do so. Freeze the video and do so. I may go ahead and take a picture of that and post it up for those that want to check that out. Anyway, let's go ahead and put him off to the side and bring out Octone. Now, like I said before, this is an up-to-date version of the triple changers, so a lot of things may not look the same. We're going to go ahead and check out his articulation and such. So we're going to go ahead and move the wings back a bit to give them some clearance. And you're going to go ahead, and because of this feature, or I should say this part here, he can only go so far back. He can move his arm. If you move his arm up to the left, he can turn this far. But I'm assuming that's for transform purposes. Now, one thing I did notice is that you can turn this piece off to the left and pull that down. But again, it can give you a bit of a 360, but you have to go ahead and do that part there. Pull that back up. Alright, so down to articulation. Now his arm, you can move off to the left. He's got 360 bicep swivel. He has 90-degree elbow twist. He can move his arm in, but that's due to transformation, no wrist rotation. His head, because of the little gimmick that you may have not seen already, I'm going to push down. He can do a 360. He can look up a little bit, look down, well, not really. But there is a little gimmick. So, as I had mentioned now, earlier I had gone ahead and pulled down those little deals that are on the side of his head. But if you push this button here, because there you go, there is his head. Now it's supposed to basically, you know, be like side antennas or something. There we go. Hi, how are you? But all in all, no, I'm not all that fond of that gimmick because it kind of like takes away the movement. But let's go ahead and continue. There is no waist swivel, no crunch. He can kick. He can kick up about 90 degrees forward, 90 degrees back. He does have a thigh swivel. He can bend his knee at 90 degrees. He does have a bit of a toe tilt, but no ankle tilt. Even though his feet are molded, as you can tell, to where he can do a wide-legged stance. But that is it. Whoops. Kick the tripod. So, that is it for articulation. Let's go ahead and get down to some posability. So, I'm going to go ahead, move that, move the I'm going to move the arms down this way, do this here. There we go. Yep, I'm moving around. I'll zoom in on his head. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and readjust the camera, and we're going to go ahead and get down to, whoa, sounds like my camera doesn't want to behave. So let me adjust what's going on here, and then we'll get down to transformation. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and get down to articulation. Now, well, actually, almost forgot. I forgot to go ahead and review Murk. So, let's go ahead and head off. And there is his head. There is Murk's head. So here he is transformed. And alright, so like so many other Titans Returns figures, if they're not actually a limited edition figure, Comic-Con exclusive, or some other thing, there is no paint on this, which is kind of sad. I would say this figure deserves as much paint applications, or at least some sort of sticker appliances, as the actual figure itself. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are saying the same thing. And from what I've seen in the past of Takara version, not that I'm all up on Takara's nuts, I'm just telling you the comparisons from what I've seen. If anyone has seen the toy review of God Bomber, you would see that I have gone ahead and made a note that they went out of their way to make sure that the figures that make up the heads also are given a good amount of paint application. So I'm not sure why Hasbro sees the need to not, provide the same treatment. But hey, I'm just a consumer. Anyway, but you have your standard, arms move out. The head do turn a regular 360, saying that's what he does. The legs can go ahead and be in a seated position, sitting down. they're molded together. They're not individual, so you can't put them in a pose or anything. But other than that, transform head. Basically, you do see some really good paint on the head. Even the helmet that he uses, it's just a solid purple. But that's how it is there. So anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and transform, Octone. So now we're gonna go ahead and take out the weapons, which I probably should have mentioned it earlier too. Again, his weapons are like every other weapon that is on this line. It's made to seat a Titan Master. It's an okay gimmick. It's just not one that I really like. Honestly, and I think I mentioned this before, I have seen some third-party add-ons to where they can add on to where it covers up that empty gap. And of course you got your standard weapon, which I actually like. So those are the weapons. Now we're going to go ahead and let's see here. You know what? I am going to go ahead and just give it a shot and see what we transform him into. Now, from the looks of it, looks like he may be transformed into a jet. So, let's go ahead and... okay, so hang on. I'll try and adjust this here. There we go. Come on, there we go. Alright, so this is what I was trying to do earlier. Come on. Hang on. Almost there. There we go. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and turn these wings up like so. And twist the arms like that. And there we go. We got one wing here. I'm going to do the same on the other one. Twist it, turn it, and there we go. Alright, so and so let's see here. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to go ahead and open up the cockpit. And turn the cockpit open like so. Yay! And into okay, now one thing that I didn't show you. We're going to go ahead and we're going to move this front portion that shows his front feet and put his feet inside the cavity here. And we're going to move that like so. So we're going to do the same thing. So for those that didn't see, twist the front portion here. And I'm going to go ahead and put his foot inside there. And now I'm going to snap the legs together. Now you can tell there's a post here, and a port right there. So I'm going to go ahead and close that up. And I'm going to do and close up the cockpit. So as you can tell, there is a post here and a port here. And I'm going to close this up. Yay. Now, what am I missing? Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah, we need to... Yeah, we forgot to turn these in the opposite direction here. And now we're going to take this front panel in here, we're going to twist it over like so. I'm going to do the same thing here. And, oh, almost forgot. I'm going to move, you know what, hold on. Let's move these forward again. Okay, so one thing that I keep on forgetting is that it's depending on what mode you transform him, you gotta move the legs out. So you gotta go ahead and put him out like so. There we go. Now you can be able to twist the legs like so. I'm gonna do the same thing for those that didn't see it the first time. Okay, and move the wings. Okay, now. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and see about putting these arms. Now, that first time around, had no idea how these arms went. Alright, I think I got it. So we're going to go ahead and put oops. Okay, let's see here. Oh, that was not supposed to happen. There we go. Luckily for me, this thing is made of durable plastic. Yay. Alright, so alright, so now we're going to go ahead and so now it's just a matter of trying to figure out, at least judging from the pictures. I want to say it goes like so. Alright, so alright, so yay, I think I got it. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Alrighty, I think I got it. Yay! Alrighty, so there is Octone or Octane, whichever you prefer, in his jumbo jet mode. Now, go ahead and flip that over. Okay, side view, front view. Oh no, and of course you got the underside here. So, yeah, not bad. Now, it doesn't roll too well, mostly because we're on a glass surface, but I'm pretty sure on a much more harder surface it will roll nicely. Now, in case you hadn't noticed, there is a small canopy for Murk. So, go ahead and put him in a seated position. And like any good person that's going to go ahead and see about piloting something, you have his arms forward. There we go, and close. And there's Murk at the driver's seat, which honestly should be in the front, but hey, that makes up his feet. So there he is. So, okay, so that is Octone, or you know what, I'm just gonna call him Octane. Screw it, I'm tired of playing around with names. Anyway, so now we're gonna go ahead and transform him into his tankard mode. So we're gonna go ahead and move, excuse my big arms, get Murk out of the driver's seat, and I'm gonna close that up. Okay, now gonna move the wings up, and I'm going to move the legs out. Oh, I should say his arms out. Now move his arms back as well. Now we're going to open his legs like so. I'm going to go ahead and put the cockpit, turn that around like so. And for those that didn't see it the first time, I'm going to twist that opposite and put that in. Now we're going to snap this puppy. Oh, almost forgot. We're going to have to open this up entirely because we need to go ahead and move the wings. And let's see here. Yeah, we got to twist it inside out. There we go. And now, like we did before when we transformed them into jet mode, we're going to move the front portion of his legs forward like so. And there we go. Alright, so we're going to have to see what we can do here. In the meantime, oops, got you out of frame here, sorry about that. Okay, so in the meantime, we're going to move this chest piece right in front. And we're going to close this out. I'm going to put that there. And I'm going to put this front portion right here. I'm going to do the same here. So again, we are missing some. Alright, so okay, so that's that we are missing something. Happens to fall upon me here. Okay, so we got the front portion done. Now we just need to figure out what we are missing, especially when it comes down with the wings. So let's see here. Alright, so sorry folks, I know I keep on coming out of frame. Okay, sorry, I think I got it. Alright, so this is what needs to be done. I want to show you guys everything. So, open up these legs. So you have to angle these wings at a certain position in order for it to, in order for you to be able to put, there's a pig right here, and it's going to go into this slot in the wing, I should say, sorry. And you've got that on there. Once that one is on there, it's just a matter of snapping everything in to place and clicking on the other portion. There we go. And I think, yep, that is it. Now, here we have Octone in his tanker truck mode. And all in all, it's not a bad mode. It is a good vehicle. I'm going to go ahead and bring him up so you all can see him. Just a close-up of his cab. And pull him out just a bit. There's his tanker mode. And like before, you can open up his canopy, and like any good headmaster that literally drives his transector, there's a tab in there for his feet that you can place on there. Close that up, and there he is on there. Now, all in all, it's not a bad looking vehicle. Everything is compacted within. I would just say that I would probably have to give this about a 7. In terms of Blitzwing, I probably would give him about the same score. I think it's just due to the fact that I didn't have the instructions beforehand. But hey, you know what? I feel that I have accomplished something today because I did it without instructions. Right, buddy?
That's right.
So that's Buddy in the background. So believe me, I have him to thank for being able to do all this. So, when you come by, say thank you. All right. So before we go ahead and wrap this up, I'm going to go ahead and transform him back into his robot mode. And like I said, it's a little bit simpler because the first time around, I really had no idea what goes where. So now, all we're going to have to do now, we're going to go ahead and take out Murk out of the driver's seat. Put him off. Now, one thing I have noticed, though, that the canopies are really tight. So this thing's not going to go loose anytime soon. And it snaps right in there pretty nicely. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and open up the panelings on the side of the legs. Pull those off to the side. And and go ahead and pull the front portion out to the side, pull his feet, and put it back in. And we're going to do the same like the other. Pull his feet out, and there we go. Now, this is what I was mentioning earlier. In order to get him into certain modes, mostly his jet mode and his tanker mode, you have to pull his legs, or push him back. So we're going to do that in his robot mode. Snap that puppy back forward. Alrighty, so we're going to go ahead, pull the wings back out like so, and do the same. Oops. Oh, there we go. Okay, so we have to go ahead and flip these puppies around. There we go. And we just place them like so. Now we got the front portion. Now we're going to go ahead and move his chest piece back in front of him. And we're going to move his arms to the side like so. Snap that puppy back in. Now, when you put the arms, do you see that post right there? There is a port, or I should say, there's a port right there. There's a post right here. Make sure those snap in there. Alright, you're going to be able to move his arm off to the side. You're going to pull his hand forward, twist, and there you go. You got one forearm. Now you're going to do the same. Move his hand off to the side, twist, and there we go. Now, you're going to move this little section over here, the rudder, the rear wing. And you're going to move that off to the side like so. Almost looks like a old Decepticon or old Cybertronian mode. You will be the prime. Alright, so we accidentally had gone ahead and twisted up that thing. Now, got one more piece here.
I'm alright, man. Doing alright? Good.
Yeah, my gout, man.
Huh?
I have a gout, so.
Oh, that shit's fucking hurting, huh?
So, one final piece. So, we're going to go ahead and put the head back on. Transform! Head on! And there we go. Alright, so there is Times Returns. Decepticon Octone with Murk.
Didn't get enough sleep. I'm going to 155.
So, if you have any questions, concerns, or ideas of what you want to see, leave a description or comments in the comment section down below. And if you mention that you saw the video on YouTube to Buddy, Phoenix Draconis, you will get a percentage off of your purchase. So, tell them that Phoenix Draconis sent you, and there you go. Anyway, this is Phoenix Draconis coming back with you. Peace.
You paid too much.